Yo YouTube, welcome back to the channel here today guys, and I'm here for album review, and this is going to be for Demi Lovato's rock album titled Revamped. This is a remix album of her pop songs where she took those songs and made them into rock songs, and I think that's pretty cool. So let's go and get started with this stuff guys for Demi Lovato's album titled Revamped. So the first song I want to mention on this album review is Heart Attack rock version. I really enjoy the rock version a lot. I mean, I like the original version from 2013 off of Demi Lovato's self-titled album Demi, because that's my favorite album from Demi Lovato, for those that don't know that. But while I like the original from 2013, I think this remix version, or the rock version, however you want to say it, I just think it's badass, and I just have a fun time listening to it every time, and I just never get tired of this version. I think this version may even be better than the original, to be honest. I mean, I love the original. It's one of my favorite Demi Lovato songs of all time, Heart Attack. It's a really amazing song, but I just feel like the rock version takes it up more and just makes it a song that just feels more powerful and meaningful and all that, if you guys know what I mean. And plus the guitars and all that, it just sounds a badass on Heart Attack. So yeah, I give Demi Lovato credit for making a rock version of Heart Attack, because damn, this version, it's badass, it's awesome, and just a really good remake. So yeah, Heart Attack rock version, I'm going to give this version a 10 out of a 10, guys. It's kick-ass, for real. I really like this version a lot. So, the next song I'm going to mention in the review is Confident rock version. Now, this rock version, I mean, it's good, but it's not as good as the Heart Attack rock version, in my honest opinion. But I still think Demi done good with the Confident rock version. I just don't like some of the chorus where she's saying what's wrong with being confident, and it kind of sounds distorted like, or auto-tune, and I just didn't really like that in the rock version. It wasn't in the original version off of Demi's Confident album in 2015, so I'm not sure what's in the rock version, but either way, I still think the Confident rock version was still pretty good though, and I did like it for what it was. So Confident rock version, I'm going to give it an 8 out of a 10, because it was still good, guys. I just didn't like the distortion or the auto-tune within the chorus of the rock version of Confident, but it was still good, so I'm still going to go with my 8 out of a 10 rating, y'all. So the next rock version I'm going to talk about off of Demi's Revamped album is going to be Tell Me You Love Me rock version, and this is just an amazing song in general. This was the title track to Demi's 2017 album Tell Me You Love Me, and I just think that's a really amazing album, and the title track was remade for the Revamped album, and I just think that's great because you get like a new experience with this version, and it just feels much different than the original. The original's great, but I just feel like this remix was taken to also be more meaningful and more inspiring, and just an amazing love song. I mean, it's an amazing love song originally from 2017, but this rock version, I just feel like people can probably relate to it more than the original, if that would make any sense, because it sounds more heavier and all that good stuff. But yeah, this rock version of Tell Me You Love Me, I definitely like it. I'm not sure if I like it better than the original, because I do love the original in general, because it's such an amazing song from Demi. But this rock version is still amazing. So I'm going to give this rock version also a 10 out of a 10, because it was really, really good, guys. Really enjoyed it a lot. So I think the next rock version I'm going to mention is the Skyscraper rock version. The original version is off of Demi Lovato's 2011 album Unbroken, which was a really amazing album from Demi. Another one of my favorites from Demi Lovato when it came to that album. And Skyscraper, it's a ballad. It's pretty much about people trying to make you feel bad about yourself, and you're in like a place where you feel like people are trying to bring you down and stuff like that. But when I listen to this rock version, it just seems more emotional than the original. I mean, the original is a very amazing, beautiful, and emotional song. I get that, but it feels like with this rock version of Skyscraper, it just seems more emotional and just amazing even more, because Demi on this version, she shows that she can take a power ballad and turn it up to a rock ballad and just make the song get like a breath of fresh air for the rock version, if you guys know what I mean. So yeah, the Skyscraper rock version, again, I'm going to give it a 10 because this rock version is fucking amazing and I love it a lot. It's a great version. So the last song I'm going to mention for the revamped album review by Demi Lovato is Don't Forget rock version. I know the original version from 2008 is still a rock song, but I guess Demi wanted to remake the song for her revamped album and all that, which is fine because I think the remade version is probably better than the original. I mean, the original from 2008 is still amazing, of course, but I'm just thinking that maybe the original version of Don't Forget, while it's good, I'm just thinking maybe that the old version isn't as good as the new version, if you guys get what I'm saying here. I mean, I love the original Don't Forget song because I think it's a very underrated and amazing Demi song, but I think this rock version, you just get a better version here, and it just seems even more emotional too than the original. It just seems like Demi's ballads that she redone for this revamped album, it just seems like she put more emotion into these versions than the originals. While the originals are great as they are, of course, I just feel like with these remade versions like Heart Attack, Tell Me You Love Me, Skyscraper, and Don't Forget, I feel like these are probably like the 4 best remade versions off of Revamped out of the 10 tracks. While Confident, Neon Lights, Give Your Heart a Break, those 3 rock versions, I think they're okay, but I don't think they stand as good as the originals, if you all know what I mean here. But yeah, Don't Forget, as I'm saying, I think it was an amazing way to end off this revamped album, because I just feel like she took it a step further and made the song better than she did 15 years ago in 2008. That's just my take on it. So what do I think of this revamped album overall? I think it's really interesting, and I think it's cool that Demi took some of her older pop songs and remade them into rock songs, because not many people give Demi Lovato or her rock music credit. I mean, they love her pop music, and I'm one of her fans who likes her pop music, but I enjoy her rock music as much as I do her pop music, if that makes any sense. I'm just saying that some of her fans don't listen to her rock stuff, which is fine because not everyone's gonna like rock music in general, or from a music artist who want to later discover another genre within pop. But I'm just saying her rock stuff does deserve more credit, including this rock album that she made called Revamped, and I just think it's amazing. So yeah, guys, it was a cool idea for Demi to take these older songs of hers and make them into rock versions. So yeah, guys, I'm going to go ahead and rate this revamped album from Demi Lovato before I end off my review. So I'm going to give Revamped by Demi Lovato a 9 out of a 10. So let me know what y'all thought of this revamped album. I thought it was awesome. Yeah, it was only like 30 something minutes in length because it was 10 minutes or 10 songs and it only lasted like 30 something minutes, but that's kind of typical for the music industry now, no matter the genre. But this was still a great album, so I'm not going to bitch or complain about it. I just wish it was a little bit longer, that's all I'm saying. So yeah, guys, a 9 out of 10, great album. Definitely go check it out, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.